fantasy friends, I'm Hannah Nordman for Hot Roster Now. We've made it through our first weekend without meaningful football, and although we have one more big game to watch, it'll be more of the same for the next several months. With hockey paused for the All-Star game as well, the sports options may have seemed a little limited. But there were still plenty of winners and losers in the sporting world. Here's just a few of them. All-Star and Pro Bowl games are a tough sell to players and audiences. The players don't particularly care to be there. Yes, it's an honor to be selected, but in the end, you're just not playing for anything. And apathy on the field, ice, court, or diamond leads to apathy off it. This year, NFL players didn't even have a trip to Hawaii to lure them to the game. The stadium in Orlando was less than packed for this year's Pro Bowl, while the crowd went mild in LA for the NHL's half-speed 3-on-3 tournament. So All-Star games as a whole are making my loser list. That's not to say there weren't a few winners, though. First, Travis Kelce makes an appearance for his Salt Bay touchdown celebration. It's not always an easy task to bring up memes while they're still topical, so good on ya. The AFC ended up winning 20-13. Yes, only 33 points were put up in a game that's averaged 71 for the past decade and a half. Next, in LA, Chris Pronger makes the list for creating the best photo taken at All-Star Weekend. In the celebrity game, Pronger took Justin Bieber into the boards, where the Associated Press captured Bieber's squish face alongside Pronger's cheek-to-cheek grin. It's fantastic. Finally, Snoop Dogg makes the winners list for, I'm sure, being asked to play the clean versions of his songs as the official DJ for the NHL skills competition, but saying nah and playing the originals anyways. You do you, Snoop. Over to some real sporting events where it seems LeBron James further solidifies his legacy every time he steps on the court. His double-double Sunday night against OKC wouldn't be all that noteworthy if he hadn't notched his 20,000th point for the Cleveland Cavaliers. By far the Cavs' all-time scoring leader, LeBron also added nearly 8,000 points in his time in Miami and now sits just 683 points back of Shaq for 7th place on the all-time scoring leaders list. Another guy who seems to have taken up permanent residence on winners' lists is James Harden. Seems like no one could stop the MVP favorite from racking up triple-doubles, but this time he took it to the next level. Friday night, he poured in 51 points on 57% shooting, adding 13 rebounds and 13 assists in the Rockets' win over the 76ers. He's now the first player in NBA history to post multiple 50-point triple-doubles in a single season, and just the third to have multiple in a career. His 14th triple-double of the season pushes his averages to 28.8 points, 11.5 assists, and 8.2 rebounds. The Australian Open gave us some amazing storylines this weekend with another Serena versus Venus final and the Roger Federer-Rafael Nadal matchup that most thought would never be seen again. Never mind the fact that this was Federer's first official tournament back after missing half of the 2016 season due to knee problems. Federer took home his incredible 18th major title in 5 sets. His first since Wimbledon in 2012, his 5th Australian title. He extended his lead of most major victories over Nadal and Pete Sampras with 14 apiece. And he was the oldest man to win a major in 45 years, which is where our loser lies. Anyone following tennis this week was subject to the endless supply of age talk. How miraculous it was for him to have made the final, how his body was defying time at age 35, forcing an entire demographic of people at once to say, hey. But with a final weekend that good, I don't think people minded too much. There's 5 NBA cards available for you to play tonight on HotRoster, and don't forget the NHL is back tomorrow with 14 games on the ice. And for those of you who don't know what HotRoster is, check it out. Go to HotRoster.com, download the app, give it a try. It's like no other fantasy game you've ever played. And then for help winning the game, check out HotRoster today with Cam Stewart and Gary and Thorne every weekday at 4:30 Eastern, only on the Fantasy Sports Network. For Hot Roster Now, I'm Hannah Nordman.